Hi there, I'm Alex, and today I'm going to teach you how to play blues piano in the key of G. I did another lesson similar to this in the key of C. You can see that, I'll post a link to it in the description. But yeah, let's get right into it. So I'm kind of assuming you have a little bit of knowledge, but I'll also try and start out at the beginning and work our way up. So, like I said, we're going to be in the key of G. So we're going to start with just kind of a simple little shuffle pattern. So down here with my pinky on G and my thumb on D, we'll do this shuffle pattern where we go from the 5th to the 6th. So 1 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord, 5 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord, 5 chord. And we'll just kind of keep repeating that pattern. There's a lot of variations we can do. And for now, I'm just going to keep it kind of simple in the left hand so that we can focus more on improvising with the right hand. And then later on, we can add more variations into the left hand. So with the shuffle pattern we have in the left hand, we can add the blues scale in our right hand. It'll look like this. You can also kind of play it like that. So I'm just kind of using my thumb and my middle finger, G, B flat, C, D flat, D, F, and G. And then come back down the same, G, F, D, D flat, C, B flat, G. So that's just doing 1 octave, but we can also do 2 octaves. And the trick with that is you go up, but when you get to here, you tuck your thumb, and now we're back where we started. And we can repeat that pattern. We can use our thumb if we want to keep going up, or use this finger if we're at the top and want to start going back down. So one good place to start is kind of doing that shuffle pattern and playing the scale in the right hand up and down, maybe pausing as you feel. And if it's difficult to do both hands at the same time, you can start separating it. Just do your left hand, practice your left hand, do your right hand, practice your right hand. I'll link a backing track in the description as well for you to practice along with. Yeah, so I'll do the blues shuffle in the left hand, and then I'm just going to play the scale up and down in the right hand to get us started improvising. Just play it up. I'll play it down. Play it up again. Start down. Maybe I'll do 2 octaves. Did a little chromatic there. So yeah, just kind of taking the notes on that scale, having fun playing them up and down, putting them in different orders. But you can kind of play with it and come up with your own ideas. So another thing we can do is what I call like the minor third to major third lick. And this one we're going to kind of be following each chord we play. So on our G chord, we'll do something like that. where we're hitting the G and the minor third, which is our B flat, and sliding into our B, which is our major third. And I can do the same thing on the C. So C, E flat to E, back to G. We'll do it again on C. On D, it's a little trickier. We D. Here we have to go up to one of the black notes, so I kind of use my pointer finger to slide up to that F sharp. C, G. I'll do it again here. So there I did a little chromatic, highlighting that D note as we get to that D chord. So now, we've got two things we can combine, right? We've got our scale, and we also have these minor third to major third licks. So I'll show a little example of kind of combining the two. Minor third to major third, minor third to major third. Maybe I'll do some more blues scale. Minor third to major third. Blues scale. All right, so we got two tricks in our bag, right? We've got our scale, our blues scale, and then we also have our minor third to major third for each chord in our blues shuffle. All right, so another lick I like to do is kind of right here. We've got our root note on top and our fifth on the bottom, and we can slide that flat five into the perfect fifth. So similar how we were doing sliding into a major third, we can slide from our flat five to our major five, or perfect five. And that can sound something like this. So what I'm doing there is I'm kind of sliding into that perfect fifth from the flat five, but then I also have the other notes of the scale that I can use going up and down. So I'll just improvise just using that lick for now. All right, so now we got three things in our bag of tricks. So we could start off our solo maybe using this flat 5 to 5 lick. And that's one other thing I like to do with the flat 5. Instead of sliding to the 5th, you can walk up and do that kind of lick. Keep hitting that note on accident, but yeah, basically we keep our pinky on the G. We've got an octave G, so we walk up the scale, G on the bottom, B flat, C, and then highlight that flat 5. So that could be something like maybe I'll slide into the 5 now. Maybe maybe I'll use that minor third to major third. Play the blues scale. Flat 5 to 5. So adding more and more to our different ideas that we can play with, so that as we mix them all together, it kind of sounds fresh every time. And next thing you know, you're improvising over the blues. Okay, so another little thing we can add to our bag of tricks is we can play this scale without the flat 5 and then move in fourths. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So we can kind of play, like if I'm starting at the top here. That's what I call playing in fourths. So you can play them together. Kind of has like a little Chinese sound to it almost. So you can play those notes together. You can also play them separately, like. So it might take a little bit of practice, but again, just more things to add to our bag. I'll start off a solo kind of like that. So just walking down with fourths. Maybe I'll go up with fourths. Little blues lick. I'm going to do the slide to 5. More fourths. Fourths. Blues. And there, I was just throwing another lick that I like to use a lot. This is a fun one. So for this lick, we slide from the flat 5 to the 5 and have our F note, the 7th, and we kind of roll back to the G. So we hit slide in flat 5 to 5 with the 7th, and then C and E. So slide, C and E, and then with our minor third to major third in our 5th. So that's kind of an example of it. So you can kind of, or you can not slide. You can do a little trill on these notes. But yeah, that's a really fun lick that you can kind of repeat. Or sliding into the major third. Kind of depends on what you're going for, what key the song's in, if it's in a major key or minor key. But yeah, that's a really fun lick that you can play along, so I'll do that a little bit with the solo here. Fourths, blues scale, flat 5 lick, more blues scale, run it up, maybe I'll walk down with fourths, more of that fun lick. That's one thing I like to try and do sometimes. As I walk up, I'll do our little minor third to major third. And then we're kind of walking, keeping that pattern, but moving up one note at a time. So So that one kind of happens at the end of the turnaround, at the end of the form. A little bit tricky to get the hang of. But basically we have this pattern here, and we just keep moving each note up one. Or we go to C, and then chromatic to D. Walk back down. So yeah, that gives you a bunch of options. I'll take another solo here and just kind of mess around with them. Maybe start with the minor third to major third at the top. Minor third to major third. Some chromatics. Something I did there a little bit, I like to just kind of keep this octave, but maybe walk up from the bottom and kind of play around with it. So keep hitting the pinky, but walking up the scale from below. Maybe throwing those licks. Another one I like to do is it's kind of a bebop lick, where you start on the G, walk down, chromatic, and then hit the second note of the scale, which is our... So I can kind of start off a solo like that. Chromatic again. It's kind of our bebop lick. Walking down the blues scale. Now I'll just kind of play around with all the ideas. Ah. So yeah, a couple little mistakes in there, but just trying to show some ideas on how you can play the blues in G and combine a bunch of different little scale patterns and ideas to improvise a solo. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or suggestions for more videos, feel free to post them in the comments. And thank you for watching. See you next time.